What if I told you that by the end of 2026, 5 car brands that you know and maybe even love will completely disappear from showrooms forever? I'm not talking about temporary production halts or rebrandings. I mean gone, vanished, history. Some of these brands have been around for over a century. Others seemed unstoppable just a few years ago. But the automotive industry is changing faster than ever, and not everyone is making it to the finish line. Stay with me for the next 8 minutes, because what I'm about to reveal might shock you, and it definitely affects the future value of certain cars sitting in driveways right now. Let's dive in. Section 1. Mitsubishi. Let's start with a brand that's been on life support longer than most people realize. Mitsubishi. Now I know what you're thinking, but they just released the new Outlander. Here's the brutal truth. Mitsubishi's global sales have been in freefall for over a decade. In the US, they sold just 87,000 vehicles in 2023. That's less than Tesla sells in a single quarter. Their entire lineup consists of basically 3 models that matter: the Outlander, Eclipse Cross, and Mirage. The Mirage, by the way, is widely considered one of the worst cars you can buy new today. The company has been surviving on borrowed time and Nissan's partnership through their alliance, but even that relationship is strained. With the EV transition accelerating and Mitsubishi having 0 compelling electric vehicles in their pipeline, 2026 looks like the year they finally wave the white flag in most major markets. For car enthusiasts, this means any remaining Evo or 3000 GT parts are about to become extremely valuable. Section 2. Infiniti. Next up is Infiniti. And this one might surprise you because they're supposed to be Nissan's luxury answer to Lexus and Acura. But here's what Nissan doesn't want you to know. Infiniti has been hemorrhaging money for years. Their sales peaked in 2017 and have been steadily declining since. In 2023, they moved fewer than 46,000 units in the US. To put that in perspective, Mercedes-Benz sells that many cars in about 6 weeks. The brand suffers from an identity crisis. Their cars aren't luxurious enough to compete with German brands, not reliable enough to match Lexus, and not affordable enough to attract mainstream buyers. It's luxury limbo. Nissan has already pulled Infiniti from several international markets, including Western Europe. The company keeps promising an electric renaissance with concepts like the QX Inspiration, but those have been coming soon for 5 years now. Industry insiders are whispering that Nissan is preparing to fold Infiniti back into the main brand, similar to what they did with Datsun. 2026 might be when they make it official. If you own a clean G35 or G37, hold on to it. These might become the most sought-after Infiniti models once the brand becomes automotive history. Section 3. Chrysler. Now here's a heartbreaker for American car enthusiasts. Chrysler. Not Dodge, not Jeep, not Ram, just Chrysler. The brand that gave us the 300C, the Pacifica, and decades of automotive history is down to essentially one model. Think about it. When was the last time you saw a Chrysler commercial that wasn't for the Pacifica minivan? The brand has become a one-trick pony in a market where minivans are practically extinct. Stellantis, Chrysler's parent company, has been crystal clear about their priorities, and Chrysler isn't one of them. They're pouring billions into electrifying Jeep, Ram, and Dodge. Meanwhile, Chrysler gets nothing. The numbers are brutal. Chrysler sold just 140,000 vehicles in 2023, and 90% of those were Pacificas. They have no electric vehicle strategy, no new models in development, and dealerships are practically begging people to take test drives. CEO Carlos Tavares has hinted multiple times that underperforming brands won't survive the EV transition. Chrysler is Exhibit A for underperformance. The saddest part? This is the brand that pioneered the modern minivan and gave us some genuinely cool cars over the years. But nostalgia doesn't pay the bills, and 2026 might be when Stellantis finally pulls the plug. Section 4. Acura. Acura might be the most controversial pick on this list, but hear me out. Honda's luxury division is facing an existential crisis that goes way beyond just slow sales. Unlike the other brands we've discussed, Acura isn't failing because they make bad cars. The TLX is decent, the MDX sells reasonably well, and the new Integra has its fans. The problem is more fundamental. Nobody knows what Acura stands for anymore. Is it sporty luxury? The NSX supercar is gone. Is it reliable luxury? You can get that with a loaded Honda for less money. Is it innovative luxury? Their tech feels 5 years behind the Germans. Here's the killer stat. Acura's average customer age is 58 years old and climbing. They're not attracting young buyers, which means the brand is literally aging itself out of existence. Honda has been dropping hints about streamlining their North American operations. Section 5. Lincoln. Finally, we have Lincoln, and this one's going to hurt American luxury car fans. Ford's premium brand has been on borrowed time since they killed the Continental, and the math just doesn't add up anymore. Lincoln sold 83,000 vehicles in 2023. BMW sold 332,000. Even Genesis, which barely existed 5 years ago, is gaining ground on Lincoln. The brand is being outmaneuvered by literally everyone. Ford CEO Jim Farley has been brutally honest about cutting unprofitable divisions to focus on EVs and commercial vehicles. Lincoln doesn't fit either category effectively. Their current lineup is basically rebadged Ford SUVs with fancier interiors. The Aviator? It's a Ford Explorer. The Nautilus? Ford Edge platform. Where's the differentiation that justifies the premium? The EV transition is Lincoln's final exam, and they're failing. The upcoming electric Navigator better be spectacular, because it might be their last chance to prove the brand deserves to exist. Industry analysts are already speculating that Ford will retire Lincoln and launch a new premium electric-only brand instead. 2026 could be when they make that transition official. So, there you have it. 5 brands that probably won't see 2027. Some of these predictions might seem harsh, but the automotive industry has never been more ruthless. What do you think? Did I get it right? Or am I completely off base? Drop your predictions in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe if you want more automotive industry deep dives like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Drive safe out there.